65 says, what is the term for the tendency to maintain a balanced and constrained internal state, such as body temperature or blood sugar level? We see that is homeostasis. Homeostasis. 65. Homeostasis refers to the body's tendency to maintain a stable internal environment, such as body temperature, pH balance, and blood sugar levels. Which theory of emotion suggests that the physiological arousal and experience of emotion occur simultaneously but are independent? We see that that theory is the Ch- 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 Chester single two-factor theory. Yeah, the canon bad. Yeah, this theory. These were two people. The theory, the theory suggests that physiological arousal and experience of emotion occur simultaneously and independent, mean that one does not cause the other, and it was developed by these two people. So the theory was named like the theory was named the people, like what we had said in past psychology with is one, that most this canon they got the name canon, and bad this for Philip. Yeah, so it was named after them. According to James Lang theory of emotion, what comes first in emotion experience? Yeah, what comes first? Cognitive arousal, physiological arousal, behavioral response, subjective. So we see that it is physiological arousal. This means that bodily responses such as increased heartbeat come first, and then the subject of feeling, the subjective feeling of emotion follows. That means in order for you to get happiness, let's take a comparison between the feeling of happiness and smiling. What comes first? You smile, you get happy. When you get happy, you get that might contradict, because here they are saying you first smile. Oh, smiling. Okay, we take it in this perspective that smiling will make you feel happy. Yeah, that is it. Which brain structure is often associated with the process and regulations of emotions, especially fear? Brain structure responsible for fear. We see that is the amygdala. 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 Yeah. Amygdala is the brain structure that plays a key role in the processing and regulation of emotions, particularly emotions related to fear and aggression. What is the term for the theory that suggests that the experience of emotion is the result of both physiological arousal and cognitive interpretation of that arousal? The term for the theory that suggests that experience of emotion is a result of, this is what we have talked about, physiological arousal causing emotional arousal and cognitive interpretation of that arousal. We see that that theory is called the Chester-Singer two-factor theory. Yeah, here they have given an example. Oh, tried to extract one. Hope I've the theory states that the experience of emotion arises from a combination of physiological arousal and cognitive interpretation. You first smile, the brain interprets. Yeah. This means that an individual experiences physiological arousal and then applies a cognitive label to it based on the context, resulting in an experience of emotion. Yeah. According to the facial feedback hypothesis, okay, it is rated. The question is rated. What does the facial expression play in emotional experience? So, facial feedback hypothesis, we see it has no impact. Wrong. It influences physiological arousal. Yes. Consequences of emotional experience. No. Triggers the release of no. So we see that we have seen that face feedback influences physiological arousal. Yeah. So, what is the definition of abnormal? Psychology. Abnormal definition is the studying about the abnormal behaviors, the study of physiological disorders and untypical behavior. Untypicals, those which are rare behavior. What term is used to describe the persistent irrational fear of a specific object, situation, or activity? Term used to describe the persistent irrational fear of a specific object or an activity. Yeah, this one is known by most of you, that when you say I have phobia for something, that means I fear it. Causes fear. Say some people have phobia for the water, some for the cars, some for certain eats. Yeah. So that persistent irrational fear of a specific object or activity. Some for swimming, different stuff. What is the term for a mood disorder characterized by extreme highs and lows? Oh my goodness, this is terrible. That is bipolar disorder. Somebody is off and on, off on. They are unpredictable at all. Which psychological disorder is characterized? Yeah, guys, if you have been able to follow up to this way, I repeat, you are healthy. You don't have what we call attention deficient hyperactivity disorder. For it is the inability of a person to pay attention. And if you have reached this far, you are destined for greatness in excellence. Which physiological disorder is characterized by persistent intrusive thoughts, persistent intrusive thoughts and repetitive behavior? Which disorder is that? This is commonly to ladies. Yeah, maybe they are thinking about somebody, persistently intrusive thoughts and repetitively. Yeah, think about that guy, and that guy, we say that you are possessed, you are obsessed. Yeah, so it is obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD. What is the term for the severe mental disorder characterized by disturbances in thoughts, perception, and behavior? Yeah. Now, here the keynote: severe mental disorder. Hmm? Control you. Characterized by disturbances in thought, perception, and behavior. It is the borderline personality disorder. Hmm? Oh, sorry. It is the schizophrenia. Schizophrenia. Then what is borderline? What is borderline personality disorder? Characterized by persistent passive pattern of inability for personal relations. Yeah. Borderline is all about relationship. Schizophrenia is the one for mental disorder. Yeah, I was confusing 55 and 56. The term for severe mental disorder characterized by disturbances in thoughts, perception, and behavior is schizophrenia. 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 So this is what one I was saying. I was confusing it. The one for interpersonal relations. Yeah, control you. Self-image and emotions. These are people who set boundaries for themselves. Interpersonal relationships means this: if the person is not like this, like this, like this. Yeah. What type of psychological disorder is characterized by a a pervasive pattern of instability in interpersonal relationships? Somebody is unsettled in relationship. Self-image, they think they are high or they are very low. And emotions, that is borderline personality disorder. Yeah, we come to 77. We try to put here individuals with BPD, borderline personality disorder, often experience intense mood swings, fear of abandonment, and difficulty in maintaining stable relationships. What term for a What is the term for a dissociative disorder where a person experiences two or more distinct identities in personalities? We see that is, I underline these things, dissociative dissociative disorder. Control you. Yeah. Associative identity. Whenever they talk about identity, that is, you can use elimination method if you have not tried, and you just notice an identity disorder. Yeah. Yeah. Everything is happening, guys. You should paper when you don't know everything. But yeah, we move. Which anxiety disorder is characterized by excessive worry and fear about various aspects of life, often physical symptoms such as muscle tension and restlessness. We see that that is the generalized anxiety disorder. Then God control you. Whenever they talk about physical symptoms, hmm, control you. Physical symptoms such as muscle tension and restlessness, excessive worry. Yeah? So you're worried about everything. Every time you're feeling, you had a neighbor who was always worried. Yeah, but I think she got to know that it does not help at all, and she changed. Generalized anxiety disorder, characterized by excessive worry, fear about various aspects of life. Even when they're driving, you feel that they're going to know what and what. I pray it never happens to you guys. What is the term for psychological disorder where a person experiences intense, yeah, irrational fears and avoidance of a specific objects or situations? Yeah, you know that that one is always running away. But key notes to note here is specific objects. Huh? When a person sees fire, he remembers fire burnt me, and therefore it is a phobia which is called specific phobia. What is the prime? What is the primary characteristics of a post-traumatic stress disorder? Post-traumatic stress disorder. The primary characteristics of this is what? The answer is C. Flashbacks and intrusive memories after a traumatic event. After. The underlined word here is after a traumatic event, post traumatic stress disorder. Say you got involved in an accident, control you. What is the primary characteristics of post traumatic stress disorder? We are saying flashbacks and intrusive memories after a traumatic event. Say you got involved in an accident and you are in a bus. So every time you reach in a bus, you still remember those memories, they come back. You see like you are going to land into another accident. That is what we call post-traumatic. You're traumatized by what happened last in previously. Yeah. So it is flashbacks and intrusive memories of the traumatic event. So guys, yeah, this is past psychology with ease 2. We're having ease 3, ease 4, ease 5. Those are 200 objectives, and enjoy, and I wish you success.